Charlie's case has moved from the chances of this groundbreaking therapy working from being as close to zero as to make no difference to, according to the expert evidence that's been heard today in court, being a small but significant chance.
So there is the spokesperson for the parents of terminally ill baby Charlie Gard outside of a court in England. After specialists announcing that some of their son's conditions from a rare disease could not be cured or improved. But now, prominent American doctor Michio Hirano touching down in London today to see if the 11-month-old boy could be given potentially life-saving treatment. Could be a big deal. Dr. Mark Siegel, member of our Fox News Medical A team, professor of medicine at NYU Langone Medical Center here in New York City. And doctor, good morning to you.
Hi, Bill.
Michio Hirano, you know of him. He is prominent. Why would he take this case?
He's been in this field for 30 years. He's a pioneer on mitochondrial diseases. The mitochondria, by the way, is the engine of the cell. It makes all of the cell processes work. In a tragic case like this, it's not working because of genetic problems. So Michio Hirano has invented a therapy with a few others that literally overcomes that and gives the genetic factor back that you need. He's used it already, Bill, in another young child, which showed significant improvement and is still alive today. Now, this case with Charlie Gard, by everything we hear, is a much worse case. It affects the brain more. He's got a profound weakness. He's probably a lot worse than the other child. But Dr. Hirano is saying, why not try this treatment in this child? What do you got to lose? And the parents are all for this. So I'm extremely impressed that he's flying over there.
I'm wondering, you know, from the medical perspective, if we're giving parents false hope, or does a doctor, this prominent as you describe, see the potential for improvement or a cure, or to perhaps give this 11-month-old boy a better chance at life?
This is not a publicity stunt. I'm so impressed that this particular doctor is going. This is the world-class doctor on this disease. He's not doing this unless he thinks there's a chance of prolonging the child's life. Cure, we're not talking about. Treatment that can help the child and prolong his life.
Another topic here I want to talk about is Senator John McCain. It was pretty stunning news from over the weekend. Apparently he has a blood clot that will be addressed. What do you think is the prognosis for him? Start broad.
Well, of course, because I haven't seen his records in this case, though I did see his records in 2008, and I must start by saying that the Mayo Clinic out there in Arizona has done a great job taking care of him all these years, and he'd be the first to say so. From what I can glean from news reports, it's probably a blood clot on the outside of the brain, on the surface of the brain, that's been removed surgically. It would not likely have come to attention unless he was suffering some symptoms. Normally that occurs when there's a fall or someone's dizzy or something is affecting someone, so they go to a neurologist who then does a brain scan and says, we better get this blood clot out. So that's probably what it is. My best idea would be something called a subdural hematoma, which sounds fancy, but it's easy to fix. And so his recovery time in this case, given that they sent him home so fast, Bill, would only be a couple of weeks. I would expect he could be back on the Senate floor within a couple of weeks.
And to him, we wish him the absolute best in his recovery. But you clearly have this debate back in Capitol Hill about whether or not they can go forward with this health care bill.
And they need him as part of it.
We were told initially it's going to be delayed a week. Is that reasonable, given your answer a moment ago?
I'd say with everything going well here and that there's nothing else hidden that they find with Senator McCain, which I do not expect, I'd say 2 weeks. I think it'd be extremely optimistic to think he would be back next week.
We'll see how that goes. Thank you, Doctor, on both those topics today.
Good to see you, Bill.
Mark Siegel, good to see you.